Okay, today is July the 10th, 2016, and right now at about 12:30 a.m., we have a temperature of 69 degrees in the foothills of Los Angeles. We have a relative humidity of 63%. Dew point is 56 degrees, and we have a barometer reading of 29.95 inches, which has dropped just a little bit. And we're watching the last few hours of former Hurricane Blas right here. The storm is being blown apart. And we can see this in the visible light mode right here. Let's go ahead and just, right there, it's hit with microwave, right there, right there. Watch the hole it generates right there. Huge hole, and we have shock waves. There's a secondary shock wave from a previous blast. Let's just run this and we can see it a little bit better. They have just completely destroyed that storm. There's actually a frame missing out of this too. They've taken one of the frames out. That storm is just about history. It's got 40-mile-per-hour winds. This is Celia right over here. We can see the photoshopping right over the top of the core. They are hitting this as well, but allowing it to spool up. Let's take a look at the SSEC geostationary map. This is the water vapor map. Let's take another look at former Hurricane Blas. Now this is a close-up of what they're actually doing. This right here where the tip of the pencil is where they hit it with the microwave. And we can see that first shock wave right here, right there. And there's a secondary shock wave right down over here. So they've hit this a couple of times, but we're catching it right on this one right here. This is the latest blast that we're catching in this shot, in this sequence. Over here we have that upper level low. This has been parked for about 4 or 5 days, just northeast of Hawaii. These weather controllers are trying to maintain separation here, but we can see that the tail of this hurricane is winding right into this system, and that is going to strengthen it and give it some moisture. Also, part of this tail is also moving into Southern California. We had a lot of chemtrail activity today, which is what I had forecasted. A lot of moisture moving through. We can see it's moved on through Utah and Colorado. Let's go back to this big map and take a look. There's a flow pattern right into Southern California, which is being cut off right there in the last couple of frames. So they're installing high pressure right here, in addition to using the chemtrails to stop the rain, to stop any opportunities for rain in Southern California. So no rain. We have another storm developing. This is Celia, and there's another disturbance right out in the East Pacific. If we take a look at the maps again, we have Blas, 40-mile-per-hour winds, moving west at 12 miles per hour. We have Celia, 65-mile-per-hour winds, moving due west at 12 miles per hour. And the core pressure on this is strengthened. We've got 994 millibar. Blas is 1,003, so they've blown this thing apart. By tomorrow, it's going to be a tropical depression, I think. Over here, we have a new disturbance with a 40% chance of development and hurricane development. So we'll keep an eye on all those. Let's take a look here at the East Pacific map. We can see that microwave blast right here that is destroying that system. It's interesting when we watch this in the these other maps. We have shock waves that are moving down to the southeast. The general flow pattern is to the north and over towards California. We can see the flow right up to the north and then over towards California. But these shock waves are all moving down to the southeast. All right, and then we have, look at the blast pattern on Celia. They're hitting this storm as well. And we can see the blast pattern right all through here. Tremendous blast. They are hitting the core. And this is the next area. They hit this. This was all purple here just about 2-3 hours ago. And then over here, they're going to hit this one. We can see the whole side of that blowing out here to the east. Okay, here's the infrared loop. We can see the intensity of this storm. Blas over here has just completely been superheated. There's really nothing left but a lot of moisture, and that will move to the north. Some of it will wind into that upper level low. The rest of it will be a chemtrail before it reaches California. And we can see the photoshopping here. I think I pointed that out. Let's take a look at these maps real quick. This is the sea level pressure analysis. We have surface high pressure all through the East Pacific as usual. We have a upper level low, right? Well, that's a surface low, but this extends all the way up to 300 millibar right over just off of Washington State. We've got high pressure right over Colorado, high pressure over Mexico. We have the 500 millibar map. We've got that upper level low, that stationary upper level low, and then we have Blas right here, which is shown partially merged with this area of low pressure, and 300 millibar map, high pressure right here. So they are installing high pressure right here, and that will block anything that any remnants of Hurricane Blas that move up towards California will be blocked. They're building in high pressure. Okay, here's the swell report. We have 15, 16-foot seas in the core of that former hurricane. And we've got 6-foot seas off California. We've got 12 and 13-foot seas right off of Oregon and Washington. I think this is really the best detail we have right here in the SSEC water vapor loop. We can really see the outflow from that blast, particularly down here to the southeast, whereas all the other flow is moving north and then over towards California. Some of that is also winding into this upper level low right here next to Hawaii. So we did a pretty good forecast. We knew that they were going to have to blow this apart, because this is going to be a problem if it strengthens. We've got Hawaii right here, and this could, if they took the transmitter off of this would become a huge storm. It would gain strength very quickly, like we saw with Patricia. It went from a Category 1 to a 5 in about 1 day. So those are the problems with warm water and the weather manipulation. A lot of countries are using these transmitters, and the whole balance of the earth is just totally out of balance, completely out of balance. And nothing good's going to come out of this, because looks like things are getting more crowded. We've got more lows. We've got a low here, right here, one there, one over here, one up here. And look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are all upper level lows. And then we have, look at this. This is a monsoonal flow. It is you're building high pressure right over Texas, right in this area, and that is forcing a lot of this weather down to the southwest. That's very strange. It looks like high pressure has been installed right in this area, right over West Texas. And it looks to me like that all that high pressure has pushed this area of thunderstorms away, because we have a general flow. Everything here is moving to the east. All right. So that's pretty much the report. We can also see that these thunderstorms are moving very quickly right over into the Pacific. And those will merge with this low pressure right over here. I'm not sure why I haven't looked at the East Coast map today. I'm not sure exactly why or how this is happening. It looks to me like there is some high pressure being forced into Texas right here, which has moved this area very quickly out of the way. We'll have to keep an eye on that and see what's going on. If we look at this map once again, we can see that there's something right here trying to spin counterclockwise. Right there, you have some low pressure starting to form right there, just off of Mexico. That could be that disturbance I was just talking about over here in the National Hurricane Center map. Yeah, right here. That's that area of low pressure starting to spin. Okay, so that answers the question. All right. So there's a lot of things going on, and we will go ahead and certainly do another update later today, July the 10th. All right, that's it.